What it do?
What's up, y'all, man? It's time for the Straight Talk Podcast. It's your boy, Fella on the car phone. Next to me is Red Row. And we moving and we grooving and we doing the damn thing. Hey! Shout out to Malawi Aquatics, man. If you in St. Louis and you need an aquarium, get your fish store, man. That's what this podcast is sponsored by, because I'm one.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to Taylor Gents. For sure. You gonna see
Go get your merch, man.
Yeah, you're going to see a little commercial, a little light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey.
But, man, other than that, let's get the show on the road, doggy.
Let's get it.
First of all, how you doing today? My bad. I didn't actually.
Whoa, yeah.
My
Let's get
bad.
the very crucial part in
Yeah,
the
my
opening
bad.
of the show, man. I am blessed and highly favored.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
that's
good.
black people's favorite answer.
That's good.
I'm good, though, man. It's Thursday night, so you know what that means. It's time to get the show on the road, and tomorrow is Friday, and then I'll be out there.
It's Friday Junior right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Love me some
Ah,
Friday Junior.
Huh? Oh, no. I'm not quitting my job. Not yet. But it'll be Friday, which means I'm done for the week.
Shout out to Thursdays.
Hey,
Thirsty
We
Thursdays.
finna turn up. Today's podcast is brought to you by Crown Royal Whiskey and Cola.
Don't cap on them. Or
One day.
us.
One day.
Speak it to existence.
we manifesting over here. Is it 4:44 yet? No, it's flat. Let's get into the show, man.
Yes,
What you got?
it's time for question of the day.
11:11 make a wish? No, okay. Never
9/11.
mind. Call somebody.
Question of the day, of course, is a segment of the podcast where I ask Red to the left of me a question and give him a grade on his answer. See, because he don't really like my grades, because I don't really like his answers, so it's kind of a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's mutual. We got lights tripping over here, so. Oh, what's the?
That ain't what my wish was at 11:11. I don't know what the hell you got going on here.
So yeah, if you don't like the grade, I don't really give a damn. He don't like the grades, I really don't give a damn. So cause like it's objective, I can give whatever grade I want. But anywho, the question of the day this week has to do with the play-in.
Okay.
When does the play-in start? Do you know?
I just looked at the date the other day, but honestly,
It's gotta be next week.
It's I think a week and a half away, maybe a week.
We can
at best.
end the next week.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
not end the next week. Probably like Friday or Saturday is my guess, just based off of typical NBA scheduling. The 18th through the 21st.
Okay.
So
Damn.
that's early
Next
week.
Wednesday? I just
Today's the
somebody
13th.
made
That's
it
5
down.
days. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So that's
Okay,
early
that was
next
close.
week. Tuesday.
Damn.
All
Tuesday
right.
through Friday.
So it's right around the corner, man. So it's a perfect
Oh,
time for the
snap.
question. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So my question is, what's the matchup that you want to see? And what do you think are going to be the outcomes? Who's going to fall in that 7-8 on each division? Probably should have had to pull it up of the teams that
Yeah,
were.
I
in it.
actually just had a graphic of what the potential lineups would be, I guess, if it started today.
Yeah.
So let me pull them up back up. Pull them
My
up
bad.
back
Should have
up.
had this
See, if you had told me that was
confident,
going to be what it was
this
going to be, I would have been
essential information. Should have had you ready and prepared for it. That's my bad. I apologize. But we'll get it up. I know the West is 7-8 Lakers, Warriors right now.
ready. I need that.
9-10 Spurs and Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do the West. I know that off top.
Okay, East is Pacers and Wizards.
Yeah.
Pacers, Wizards.
Is your 9 and 10, and
9.
your Celtics and Hornets or your 7 and 8.
7 and 8. That's right.
Yeah.
So East you got 7 and 8 is Celtics and Hornets. 9 and 10 is Pacers and Wizards. Damn, Pacers that low?
Yeah. They had a hard year, and I don't understand why, really.
Yeah, and they got Karis LeVert. Oh, okay. And then
They didn't get Karis until
I
like
know
a
the
month
West
ago,
is
though.
Lakers, Warriors in the first 7-8 play-in game,
Yeah.
and then Spurs, Grizzly in the 9-10 play-in game right now. This is if the standings ended today,
Today,
which is pretty
yeah.
close. I think this could probably
It's
be a
only
little
a little bit
jumbled.
more wiggle room.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what's the out of those matchups? We're just gonna roll with that. Which one's going to be the most exciting game? I think we all know which one the
Most
NBA
exciting
is
based
excited
off
about
hype.
the most.
This is a conspiracy theory. They somehow made this happen. We want the Warriors and the Lakers.
I don't know. Okay.
No, it's a reach. It wasn't. But I think just based off the hype around it, with Steph going off for 30 to 50 easily every night, with the history between him and Brian, with Brian's team coming fresh off a ring and then slipping down in the cracks throughout the season, that's what has the most anticipation and hype around it. Because you imagine Steph coming there, drop 50 on them every other day, and get them boys up out of there and send them home. It's going to be some mad motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying? So there's the interest there.
Can't wait.
Okay, we've seen what LeBron will do to a Steph Curry team when Steph Curry is ambushing him with 3 or 4 other people. Do you really think LeBron is going to let Steph do this to him by himself? Mm-hmm. I think it'll be over LeBron's dead body that he lose to the Warriors, as shitty as they are this year.
No, I think
he would rather keel over and die.
That favors the Warriors because, if Steph goes off, he can go off for one game. I'm not saying it's going to be that game particular, but in a one-game series, Steph has a little more shot of doing that than a 7-game series.
No, for sure. I think it would be interesting. Like Steph said, you think fans want to see it? Yeah. From a fan perspective, though, I gotta say I want to see my boys in Washington do something, even though they're gonna get waxed against whoever they probably play first round.
I don't think nobody want to see them though.
I think it's a dangerous.
No. I'm saying that 1 or 2 seed don't want to see them in the 7-game series.
I think the thing about
nobody wants to see neither of the 7. They don't want to see the Lakers,
low seeds in the West,
or
the East.
The Warriors. I don't think. Warriors they really don't want to see the Lakers, for sure. I don't care. You still got LeBron.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm gonna say you don't want to see the Warriors, but that's just me standing. I don't think you don't want to see you're a top 2 seed. I don't want to see Brad Beal and Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
At
Especially
all.
when Russ been going off for 30 plus.
I don't care what their team looks like.
Russ been going for damn near 30, 15, and 15 for the last 2 months.
And 20 assists.
30, 20,
20 plus
15
assists. I don't want to see that in my
month.
first series.
Bradley
Again,
Beal.
this like deja vu talking about the Blazers last year. I don't want to see. I want to chill in the first round.
If they really come with that, they might have you even if they only push you to 6, that's more than you expected in the first round. Exactly. I thought I was gonna give me a little 4 or 5.
I don't want to see the Wizards in the first round. I'm sorry.
I thought I was gonna come in, clean up shot real quick, chill for a week or 2. So just based from a fan perspective, the Wizards and Pacers game is most exciting to me. Aside from the fact that Russ is my boy. The Wizards and the Pacers have had some phenomenal games against each other this year. And even down to this past Saturday, it came down to the wire in which Russ got a game-clinching block on Karis LeVert. Karis tried to come up with that last little. Russ said, yeah. Mm-hmm. And he said, give me that shit. And I was like, yes. We in the restaurant. She's talking about, babe. I'm like, nah, man, look at that block. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to.
You got to hype up. Turn up on the rib.
I almost stood up on the table. Let's go. So just from the perspective of it being a good game, I'm ready for the Wizards and Pacers. I hope the Celtics get thraxed because they're already shit, and then they just lost Jaylen Brown, so what's the point? Just consider it a wash. Grizzlies, they low-key tough. I'll give them their credit for hanging in there. But I really don't give a damn about the Grizzlies or the Spurs.
Or the Spurs.
I could care less. So I think that 7-8 matchup is going to be huge, or I guess 7-8 matchup in the West, 9-10 matchup in the East. Those are going to be the best games.
We're going to be disappointed, though, if you see because I think you would rather see Russ and Brad Beal in the playoffs.
For sure.
So who are you going with is 7-8? 7-8 seeds on each
I'm picking the Hornets. And that's going out on a limb.
That's 7.
Because you remember, to start this year, the Hornets weren't looking so good, and I said they'll make the playoffs. If we could roll the tape back, I'm positive you said, and I was like, I think they'll make the playoffs. So they're in the standing officially regardless, but I'd love to see them go ahead and knock the Celtics up out of there. The Celtics still ain't ready. They ain't been ready for the last 4 years. So get them the hell up out of there. And then...
You got potty mouth.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Job's stressing me out. I need some relaxation.
Don't look at me.
In the West, I want to see the Lakers. You know what?
When the last time y'all had sexual relations this morning?
Hey, what Daniel Kaluuya say? I think the Wizards go over the Pacers. The Hornets go over the Celtics. The Lakers pull out the dub against the Dubs, and then I'll go Grizzlies because they got heart, man. I'll take Grizzlies over Spurs. Although DeMar has had an amazing year, low key, I'll take Grizzlies over Spurs. Yeah.
But then they gotta beat the Warriors.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's the bad thing about the play, man. It's tough. It's kind of tough. I don't know. Anyway, most exciting Wizards Pacers just based off of how good their games have been this year. Most hype, obviously Lakers Warriors.
Yeah, that's the one everybody wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't disagree with you on that, man. You got another A. That's 3 in a row.
Let's go!
You happy with yourself?
I am. I'm proud of myself. Uzi, I am proud of you.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, put this back in there.
Are you gonna let it sit a little longer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me see. Is this? That's actually not a bad temperature. I like that. Let's get into the W, man. You lost audio?
Can what not
Hello?
be heard.
All right. Back to you guys
Okay.
with the news desk. Let's get to the W, huh?
Yeah, the W, man. We got another overview. LA Sparks. First off, shout out to the WNBA. Starts in a couple weeks. Come out next week. I think
Not off season, preseason going on right now. So
yeah,
we getting down to it.
On. But I think the season might be starting pretty. What's May? I think it started at the end of May.
It's gonna be May. We're getting there.
Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I am definitely going to be tuning in to these WNBA games. But yeah, the LA Sparks. They had the first what's it called? Preseason game this year against the Aces, and they ended in a tie. Something you don't see. Something you don't see every day in a basketball game. A tie, but it's a preseason, so who gives a damn?
Okay.
Let's see. So yeah, man, the Sparks coming off a rough season. I don't think they made the playoffs last year.
They retooling, man. They
do have Derek Fisher as their coach, for what that's worth.
Ooh, Matt Barnes.
Pull
up.
Come on now.
Pull up, Matt. Pull up.
Be nice. Be respectful.
Far from it.
But yeah, they got they got the Gumake sisters.
Yeah. That's their building blocks for real.
Yeah.
That's who they got to build around this year.
Yeah, they do. They're both, bigs, and they okay. They're not the upper echelon of the league. Like none of them are, leading in assists or points or anything like that. You also got Taya Cooper, who I think people like.
You know what they like her.
Yeah. And she's okay.
She do little cute dance videos and stuff. And
yeah. So she's a little more.
She's kind of bad, but she's actually decent.
Social media famous, and if you look at her stats, I'm trying to pull them up, but my computer's acting slowly. Here we go. Let's get the stats, because I don't remember them off the top.
Damn, your computer is going slow today, huh?
Yes.
But while you wait on that, they do have Simone Augustus coming back.
I know she retired today.
What?
She retired and she's now a part of their staff.
Mm-hmm. She's on assistant coaching.
So
they did have a Simone Augustus, and I think they say she just joined the team.
This article ain't that old.
She just joined the team, but yeah, it came out today that she retired.
If she don't put on a damn jersey, she averaged 15 points. You better, you better get out there.
Okay, so the little Agumike sister didn't play last year. Maybe she played for a different team last year.
Okay.
But anyway, so the older Agumike sister averaged 15, 7 boards and 2 assists. Chelsea Gray averaged 15 and 5 assists. So, like you said, the Agumike sisters are the ones that are going to be building around. Mm-hmm. This is 2018. Why is it pulling up 2018?
What's going on with them,
I
man?
don't know. Okay, here we go.
They gonna miss Candace though. I tell you,
They definitely gonna miss
That's
Candace.
the biggest thing. You missing 15, 10, and 5.
What you do? I mean, you got some double-digit scorers on the team. You got I don't know her first name. Nika.
I would go with Nika.
Nika Agumake. I think that is what it is. She averaged, 14, but she also got 12. Chelsea Gray averaged 14 and 5 assists.
I think it's not even so much the scoring that you're missing as it is the presence down low. It's like
Definitely,
I said,
and that's why
Candace is snagging 10 boards.
Yeah, and
nobody else is averaging more than 4 or 5.
Yeah,
it's not even close.
So
and then even with blocks, Candace totaled 27 last year. Nobody else had more than 10. Nobody else had more than 7. Yeah.
So yeah, you're definitely missing that presence.
Candace was up there with steals. There's only 2 people on that team that have more steals than her, 2 or 3 people. So you really miss what Candace brings as far as being a glue man out on the floor where I can do a little bit of everything. You're going to miss that for sure.
And if you look at the roster, you're replacing the center. The only center they have on this team.
Agumake.
Okay, you got the older Agumake, or the younger Agumake. Yeah. She's a center. She's only 6'3" though.
She really.
But you do have Maria Vadiva. She's coming from Dynamo in Russia.
You know what that sounds like?
She's only a 2-year. Jasmine Walker, I believe, is their draft pick. She's 6'3". She's a forward. She's from that was her draft
Maria
pick.
Vadiva sound like when you playing 2K and you looking at the box score, you start getting to the bottom and it's just a made up player face. That sound like a made up player's
like
name,
this.
right? It's just the generic face and the haircut. John Smith, John Jones. That don't even sound like a real person.
And then they also have Amanda Zahui, B. And she's a 6-year vet. I'm not sure. It says, she went to Minnesota. She's a 6-year veteran. So they have her on the team. Don't look like she played for them last year. So I think you are missing that. That's a great point. You're missing that presence, even though the shiny Agumake is decent. Like the Agumake sisters aren't the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
But they're kind of middle of the pack. They don't have that alpha on the team to lead them. They definitely gonna miss.
They're missing the OG, they're missing
legend,
the alpha, they're missing
Candace Parker.
They're missing Sydney too.
Sydney
Weiss. She left.
Weiss. I think she just retired or got waived.
Washington picked her up.
Yeah, I think they waived
Shout out
her.
the Mystics. Okay.
So you're looking for improvements from Brittany Skies, Taya Cooper, who we just talked about. Like I said, I remember looking at her stats and they weren't too impressive. She only averaged 7 points.
Really, I think what even brought her up
rebound
to be
and 2 assists.
What brought her up to being more well known was doing little stuff on social media, little dances and stuff.
Yeah.
And then of course people were like, "Oh, she kind of cute." But as far as production on the court, there's no eye-popping numbers
and
about what she does on the court.
Too.
So but yeah, so nothing really impressive on the court there. Hopefully she does take a step up. You brought all this attention to yourself. Maybe now you show something on the court that makes it more than just somebody cute or funny,
We'll see. This is
Start balling out.
This is not the Los Angeles Sparks that we grew up with.
Yeah,
they
far
don't
from
have
the
Lisa
dynasty.
Leslie. They don't have Candace Parker, obviously. Obviously, they don't got Lisa Leslie, I should say. So it's kind of, I think this is
it's a new age, man. It's a new era for
bottom
the
of
Sparks.
the barrel team, not to be
They're going through now
rude.
kind of what their NBA counterpart was going through a couple years back.
But they drafting, Jasmine Walker put up 23 in the preseason game against the Aces. So
They as a team suck.
she might be a spark, pun intended, that, gets them into if they
Tomatoes.
I got that one.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
let's be on the lookout for Jasmine Walker, guys. She's
I was just waiting for you to be like, Spark? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
Let's
I mean,
see
it's
if
possible.
She's a up and coming rookie. Like I said, 23 in a preseason game. Your first game as a professional.
It's possible, but what I will
nice.
say, Summer League, Lonzo was dropping crazy triple-doubles, and then whenever he got to the actual, in-season games, clearly there was a lack of confidence there. So I'm never judging anything off preseason work.
That's true. But it's impressive to see. It's definitely, she's on the radar now, putting 23.
Okay, that's fair.
23, 7 from 11 from 3. That's impressive.
Okay.
I don't care who it
got a
is.
little
That's
strap.
a game. You go
She
7
got a
11
little
from
strap.
3. You 6'3", 7'11"?
Keep that shot like okay.
She made nothing but threes. and got you 9 boards.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's impressive, Jasmine.
Hey,
we see you.
Players to watch. Jasmine Walker, we looking out for.
Yes, you definitely on the radar. If you can carry this team to the playoffs, if this team gets to the playoffs, I think she's gonna have a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Her and the Agumi K sisters, the Agumi K sisters.
We're so used to saying
Yeah.
I don't think it's that many
Shout out to
siblings that play in the W, is it?
No,
it's really only them that I can think of off the top of my head.
Morse. The brothers.
In the WNBA.
Oh, well, you said siblings, but
I said in the W.
There's several siblings in the NBA.
I mean, it's too many of them. And most of them suck. Anyway, going into the Amazon deal, man, while we talking about the W.
Yeah. So the Amazon, they signed a deal with the WNBA. They got a host of games that hopefully they're gonna be showing on Amazon Prime. What is it? Prime Video, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I had the list. It wasn't anything, mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But it was a decent list of games that they're going to be showing. That's exciting news. That's just another step in the right direction. You are getting these TV deals, getting your product in front of people's faces. That's the biggest concern. We talked
about before the show
about getting people to actually enjoy it. It's actually letting them see it. So
one of the biggest discrepancies between the W and the NBA is that it seems like there's more opportunities for the NBA to be thrown in your face, whereas the W, unless you're just sitting there glued to ESPN like I find myself being, how often do you really see the W advertised?
You see a 30-second highlight.
Right. And to a degree, the argument is always there, the lack of revenue that it brings, right? Lack of revenue leads to a lack of advertising. So I get it, but it is nice to see them get those opportunities.
But it's easy to say you get that, but like you said, if they don't put it in people's faces, they not.
No, for sure. That's why I feel like there's a catch there. Like, yeah, you could say, well, y'all don't make enough money for us to really advertise more, but also maybe we make more money if you did advertise more. There's a little bit of give and take.
Show it off our game. Let it
know what I'm saying?
To the people.
So I think it is a very big deal for them to finally start getting stuff like that. Like, we had the endorsements that we were talking about a couple months ago. It was skincare, right? Having that with these ladies being highlighted. Talking more about the social justice efforts that they're putting up. Giving them this deal with Amazon. Like, I feel like we're slowly getting there. Is it maybe what we want? No, but it's a start. Yep. So we got to build from something.
And one of the things that they're really going to probably push this Amazon deal on is going to be this innovative idea for the Commissioner Cup. The Commissioner Cup.
I don't think she's ready to switch it yet.
Oh, my bad. It was a good,
you caught me by surprise. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a good segue.
I see it.
It's a good segue because that's what they're using Amazon. That's gonna basically be the launching platform for the Commissioner's Cup, which is an innovative tournament, in-season tournament. This is something that you've never seen in professional sports.
This is a world
in America. They do this overseas in soccer all the time. Probably even hockey they do this. In other countries, but in America, this has never been done before for any of the major professional leagues. You got the Commissioner's Cup. It's a $500,000 prize that hopefully they're going to be spread into the ladies that win it, the runners-up that win it, the runners-up of the tournament, and the teams are able to soak in some of that money.
Let me get a little bit.
And spread it out like they at the strip club. Just
this has progressively gotten stranger as you talked about it. We just soak it in and spread it out. And you doing it, baby. Okay, let's bring it back in.
But yeah, it's a dope idea.
Freak out.
It's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. What are your thoughts on the Commissioner Cup League?
Mellow. That's what it sounds like you talking about. I think. Like you said, I think it's dope just for the sake of the fact that it's innovative, right? It's something different. It's a change. And then I like that change is being added on to a league that does need more recognition, a league that does need more attention. So not only is this a new concept, new idea as far as professional sports here in the United States, but also it gives you a reason to look at, well, as far as the W, it gives you a reason to look at the W because, okay, how is that going to work here But also, what's up with the WNBA? Like, if I'm not a typical watcher, maybe that sparks my interest, and that's what sparks. That's what makes me want to look into it, right? So, I had to get you, you know what I'm saying? I had to go tit for tat on a little, you know. But maybe that's what sparks my interest and makes me want to look at the W just because I'm interested in what's up with this.
$500,000 up to
Yeah,
stake.
you know, anytime there's some money to be made, I'm curious. I'm curious.
Last but certainly not least on the W schedule, dog. Angel McCoughtry got hurt and is out for the season.
No.
Always hate to see injuries.
Wouldn't be a
like
problem
this.
if their season wasn't only 3 weeks long.
No,
Maybe
she
if you
was
get
still
these
be out for
people,
the season.
if you get these people a real season.
She tore her ACL or
I'm just
MCL
kidding.
and her
No,
meniscus.
she had a like all three of Derrick Rose's major injuries in one sitting.
Yeah,
That's a
never.
lot.
And this is not her first time.
Yeah.
This is her second time having this injury. So she's been through this before. So speedy recovery to you, Angel McCoughtry.
Facts.
You were a bucket last season in the bubble.
Bro, that just sucks, bro. Like,
You were a joy to watch. But the good news is she said that she's not done.
Good.
She's on her way back.
Good.
So she's gonna, be working. She's on her road to recovery now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You definitely hate to see that happen, especially like you've done all this work last year through the off season,
You getting
building
players
up to
back
now.
on your team.
You building the squad back up. We reloading. We gonna be straight this year. Maybe we can make a real run. Before you even get to step foot on the court for day one of the actual regular season, your whole leg, whole knee just collapse.
Just make me think of Clay.
That's from Karen.
Yeah, no, I definitely thought of Clay, but just imagine having both of those injuries at once. Yikes! R.I.P. her leg. Let's throw it to a real quick commercial break, though. Shouts out Taylor Gents one time, and then we will be right back. Welcome back to Straight Talk Sports Podcast with your boy Fella, and then there's me, Young Rev.
Yep.
So that was our sponsor, Taylor Gents. Of course, we talk about it all the time, man. Come get your custom clothing, your custom suits. I guess prom season at this point might have slid out the way, but you never know when a wedding might be coming
Wedding
up.
season
You know
is
what I'm saying?
close.
It's summertime. I mean, it's time for the wedding. You don't want to be walking in there with no K&G suit on, no Men's Warehouse suit on, man. Get you something with a little splat. Slide through Taylor Gents, man. He gonna
Custom
hook you
fit.
up head to toe.
Custom
You're
fit.
gonna look good with a T at the end. You feel me? Good.
What?
So let's get into the NBA, man. The first thing we gotta talk about them New York Knicks.
New York.
A lot of times they use the Bopper's name, but I don't like how that comes across sometimes when you're saying it. So I'm gonna just go with Knicks.
The New York Knicks, man, making it to the playoffs for the first time, and they're not in the play-in tournament. They made it.
Since
They made it,
2013.
man.
You
Since
remember where we
2013.
were last time the Knicks made it in the playoffs? We were doing that cotillion, bro. That's the last time the Knicks were in the playoffs. They were playing the Pacers.
Damn,
It's been that long.
that's a long time.
Young smooth booties, young baby faces in high school.
Yeah.
That's the last time the Knicks made it in the playoffs. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, but shout out to the Knicks. What do you think about the chances? Like, are they gonna make it out the first round?
I'll tell you what, man. Big shout out New York in general for finally having two.
Is this
New York
legit?
and LA, both of their big teams are actually good this year. Knicks and Lakers are good. I mean, Knicks and Nets are good. Lakers and Clippers are good.
Okay.
So shout out to LA and
That's
New
a
York.
first.
That's
Probably.
tough. Yeah, that's the
Been a long
first time I think. Let me see. Well, I think it all depends on matchups, but the Knicks ain't no scrubs, man.
They're not. Hey,
And
D
Julius
Rose been
Randle.
hooping.
You know what everybody would love
Julius
to see?
Randle been
The
hooping.
likelihood is slim, but who wouldn't love to see a Nets-Knicks playoff series?
That would be nasty.
And I'm telling you, New York would probably be going wild just because we ain't had shit in a long
Get
time.
both of them.
And now to have
the
both
mecca
of them.
of basketball.
Yeah,
That's gonna be tough.
Because if the playoffs started right now, disregard all that play-in BS.
They 6 seed. They gotta be. Because
Yeah.
they're not in the play-in game, so they would be going against
Milwaukee. They're
Milwaukee.
getting their
Thank you.
ass beat.
No. Milwaukee Milwaukee's freaking trash.
That's tough.
Who do they have? Giannis.
That's
a lot.
No, I think that's a good matchup though. That's a good matchup. I think it's a good matchup.
Giannis and Julius Randle is gonna be fun.
They're not gonna get swept.
Even if they lose, I think they can push it to 6. I honestly would love to see Giannis just be on demon time and run through the East this year because I'm tired of seeing him lose. And then your dumbass stayed in Milwaukee. I want you to win. Please do. So it would kind of be crazy to see him just go, just...
So, yeah, they would be going up against the Bucks in the first round if the standings stay where they're at. Which they're going to be in the... Yeah, they're going to be in the 6th seed. And the Bucks, I don't think, are moving up.
Yeah.
Got all this BS popping up on the screen.
That actually might be a fun matchup, though. I think the Knicks probably still lose, quite frankly. They're still very young. Aside, as far as experience goes, you got Derrick Rose.
Oh, no, they can move up to the 5 seed. They're tied with the Heat.
Yeah.
That's going to be major because I think you would much rather have the Hawks than the Bucks.
Absolutely.
So if they can sneak up to and then you got the Heat going against the Bucks if they fall to the seed again. It's just like,
hey, Giannis might lose a game or two or win a couple games because he don't want to see them. I'll be
smoke.
damned if y'all beat me again.
But they can still get to the 2 seed too.
They could,
and it would be. We could have a Knicks.
They could catch the 1
round.
seed. Honestly, you need the Sixers to lose 2 games. You need to win 2 or 3 games in a row.
They got
the
left.
1 seed.
They only got 2 games left.
It's possible.
So the Sixers got to lose both games.
The Nets suck.
The Nets have to lose both games.
It's possible.
And they will have to win both games.
Anything is possible.
But man, yeah, shout out to the Knicks for sure. Like I said, Rose is balling. Randall is balling. You got Bullock on the team. He's alright. You got Mitchell Robinson, who's still just kind of hard to stop offensively. They got a decent little squad. Julius, I just love.
Played this year?
I think he played.
I don't even remember hearing his name. Mitchell Robinson. Didn't he get
injured
over? I
think he just gets overshadowed by Julius Randle.
Maybe because I don't really remember hearing his name at all. For all that dribbling he was doing in the summer, I would have thought that I was gonna hear his name more. But
I guess I could be wrong.
You got my boy R.J. Barrett.
I forget about him.
Yeah. The Knicks actually are decent, man, and Coach Tibbs ain't no hoe. He really pulls out.
Is it too early though? Like Julius Randle's.
It's not too early for Julius, but it's too early for the
team.
The only people it's not too early for is Derek and Julius. Everybody else, you still got a long ways to go.
I mean, a lot of people forget Derrick Rose, even after his injuries, carried a tough first-round matchup against the Cavaliers when they was going to finals every year with LeBron.
True.
Derrick Rose is like that. He been like that. Like, I think.
If you get the Bucks in the first round, though, I'm just not. If it was set today, and I know you're playing the Hawks, I would give them the benefit of the doubt. Second round guaranteed.
They play the Hawks.
Playing the Bucks first round.
Everybody want the Hawks.
Playing the Heat probably want the Bucks because they probably think they know how.
Yeah.
To dismantle that.
They just lost Oladipo though. That sucks.
He never did nothing, so it's just us running back. Same thing we did last year. Shouts out Oladipo, man. It's a hard.
Heat are good though. Heat are good this year. They had a horrible start.
That's what I'm saying. It sucks to not have Victor, but we played y'all before. We know how to play against y'all. So we can live with that matchup. If you're the Knicks, you don't really want that. Yeah. The Heat can take it regardless.
Because if it's the Knicks and Hawks, those are 2 young teams.
You got
not a lot of playoff experience either way.
Yeah, you got a big chance.
They lost Rondo, so
it's a 50-50.
They got that. So that's gonna be a good series. I think that's the series that I'm pulling for. And they got everybody got 2 more games except for the Hawks who have 3 more games. So they can end up sliding, and it'll be a 3-way tie between 4, 5, and 6. So 4, 5, and 6 are a toss-up right now because they all pretty much got the same record.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how the Knicks, man.
You know the last time the Knicks made it to the playoffs, you know who was carrying that team?
Melo.
Who also is 10th all time on the NBA scoring list, man. So shouts out Melo.
The only one up there without a ring, though.
Damn. Did you have to?
I mean, somebody threw that in my face. I'm like,
circumstances, man. You know what I'm saying? It's rough.
It's still a GOAT.
Man, next topic, man.
Still a legend.
What the next topic is, man? Kareem gets a social justice award.
Yep.
Not that he's receiving an award, but it's gonna be the Kareem
named in his honor.
Social Justice Award. It's a mouthful, so maybe they'll find a way to kind of shorten that.
The Kareem Award. the Abdul-Jabbar Award goes to.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's probably just gonna be the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award goes to. It's a lot.
I
ain't
hope
it?
not.
It's a lot. I hope they
it's
find a
just
way.
KJ Justice Award.
Can we just get a trophy of this? Just a trophy of sky hooking.
So this award is a social justice. So it's gonna be given to the player who does a lot of the probably like, community work, social justice. So speaking out, standing up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to the Walter Payton Award in the NFL, and I think that's what they're gonna try to amount it to, because the Walter Payton Award winner gets to wear the little. You all right? Gets to wear.
You see me just start choking?
I see you. Make sure you're right.
Cut. Cut. Popping big box.
Right. Popping big box. So they in the NFL, they get the they get the little shrine on the jersey. So only the players that get the award get to wear this special little emblem on their jersey, which I'm assuming they're gonna do with this award.
That would be kind of cool. That would be cool.
But who do you think is gonna win this award first?
LeBron James.
Yeah. Or Kyrie. Kyrie can do it.
Honestly, what I would say, LeBron or Russ.
Or Russ.
Or Chris Paul even.
Chris Paul.
But I would say
it's a top.
LeBron has never been quiet, right? And a lot of times when people bring up that he's not quiet, one of the names that get mentioned, Kareem. Chris Paul hasn't really been quiet. And even like in the midst of Black Lives Matter and all that, not only speaking out about that, but shouting out HBCUs and putting money into HBCUs, right?
Kyrie's underdog.
Russell Westbrook, on the same token, has also done a lot as far as raising money through his clothing and stuff. Too. He got his own school. He's raised money through clothing to contribute to different social justice causes. Hasn't been really a stranger or somebody quiet to speaking on it, and has used a nice amount of his money towards helping out. So I think LeBron, Russ a close second, Chris Paul top 3 to round that out. Kyrie is an underdog because he low-key does do some great things for the community.
Hey.
He's just easy to hate.
And he a Muslim. He got the leg in on that. hey, it's a fraternity. Hey. Kareem gonna be like, hey.
You know. Come up here.
Give it to my boy. It's only a matter of time before he changed his name.
Shut up. Let's get into this Petty Betty. Let me see.
Yeah, man, Petty Betty of the week, man. Who's the Petty Betty this week? Who is gonna be?
Let me see something. Damn, did she delete the tweets? Okay, wait. Petty Betty this week, man. It was gonna be Bradley Beal's wife, Kamaya. Damn, what is she? Oh, I think she deleted her tweet. Okay, well, so anyway, Kent Bazemore has been all aboard the Steph Curry train on some real weirdo stuff. Like, that's your teammate and all, but you was being real sus. So, yeah, he was doing some, he was carrying a lot of Steph's weight, if you will. So Steph, I think the night that Brad had 50 on the Pacers, also went off for 47.
49.
And, somebody asked him, about Bill getting 50, and he was like, yeah, I know, So then Kent Bazemore took it upon himself. They're back and forth in the scoring race, right? Brad will take it, Steph will come back and take it. And they're both at 31 point something. I think Brad is at 31.4, Steph might be at 31.7 or 8. Mm-hmm. It's something real close, right? So Kent Bazemore decided to make the comment basically saying that Brad was chasing Steph. You got people out here straining their hamstrings trying to chase it. So Brad said, oh, you want to? All right, okay. I'm going to take it there. And he got real petty about it. Obviously was a little butthurt, but he says, more than anything, right, like a joke or whatever, talking trash is this or that. But when you want to bring in the fact, I'm dealing with a strained hamstring, try to make it seem like I injured myself, which isn't funny. I injured myself chasing this man. Like, I was scoring leader last year. I've been scoring all season before Steph went on his run. Like, don't bring me into that. And also, there's some bad blood there. I've seen some dirty plays Bazemore has had when he was on the Hawks playing against the Wizards, against John Wall and Brad Beal. There's been some bad plays. So there's probably a little low-key, like, he don't like that man already. And then, you want to try to be funny.
Oh, that's what he meant.
Yeah.
I took it a little differently. I thought he was saying that in order to stay in the race, he's, like, not playing. I took it because that's how I took it. Like, my initial thought, even before all this, when I saw that he pulled his hamstring, I thought I'm thinking, okay, he's just trying to set his points per game at that. That's how I took Kent Bazemore's statement. He's trying to, I don't know.
He was being a weirdo, bro.
I see what y'all saying. That makes a little more. Yeah. I always say it makes a little more sense, but that is another way of looking at that.
Yeah. I didn't take sense for him to be mad if that's what it is versus what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that's why I was kind of like, damn, that's kind of. I don't know. He could have been mad either way.
Not that mad.
I think he was a little. It came off. He was a little sensitive. I didn't think it was.
I mean, it was
a slight jab. I didn't.
It was Twitter fingery of him to get that upset.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think. For me, it didn't call for all what he did.
You rifle off 5 or 6 tweets in a row. It's like, all right, bro, why are you that pressed? Like, I can get being a little pissed off because why are you bringing up my name? But then like joking about an injury.
Yeah.
And like, I'm trying to provide for my family playing this game. I might not make the playoffs if this like hamstring isn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have nothing to do with y'all situation out there.
Right.
Why did you even feel the need to bring me up? So in a way, I get it.
But I did. I took it. I took it as he was saying
49 points in 29 minutes. That's unreal. We got guys hurting hamstrings to keep up.
Okay. See, I didn't take it as that. I took it as he was kind of nudging at the fact like he faking his injury, so he doesn't have to play. So it's
even at that point though. Again, why are you?
It was a cute jab.
No, it's not really cute when you talking
about
an injury. That's just too. I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny. You call it sensitive, but let's not forget where Brad is from. You start saying something about St. Louis, and all of St. Louis has Twitter fingers and gets pressed about what you're saying. It happened today. Thank you. So
they've been going in on that.
You went a little far in bringing up an injury. Like, I'm not even bothering you.
But it was a jab that I could see more so like that's something I would say. That's why that's something I would say.
When the kids in class,
I kind of related to it.
When the kids in class is tripping and acting up, and you giggle at something, and then you the one that gets sent out, you be like, what did I have to do with what they've been doing all day?
You feel like
I feel like that's kind of how Brad felt. Like, why did you just bring me up? They got nothing to do with me, and then you want to bring up I'm strained, I'm hurting my hamstring to keep up.
He was feeling himself.
Who is chasing? But you're feeling another man. You're feeling another man.
Right.
Steph is doing so good. You know what I'm saying? It was weird, bro. But look, aside from all of that, what Kamaya tweeted, and I hate that she deleted it. She tweeted something like, basically saying he ain't do shit. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up the exact tweet.
She tweeted stats?
I hate that she deleted it. Yeah. She tweeted what his box score was from that night.
Triple single. And he balled it in this game, though. I don't care what y'all say.
Good for him. I mean, still shitty.
There's so much other things that he could be worried about. For starters.
So much more. The fact that you've been on 9 NBA teams. The fact that your head is humongous and your body's tight.
Hey, I chill on Kent Bazemore. That's my dog.
Bazemore is
my dog. The head shape itself.
What did she say?
A bucket.
Let me see if they can. Come on. Where's her
tweet?
Get
timely buckets.
I don't care. Damn. Anyway, she basically brought up the fact that man had like 8 points. Like he didn't do anything. He had like 8 points, 1 assist.
That's his average.
Like
it's his average this season. It's his average last season. That's all he do.
His career average.
I mean, he provides essential minutes to our team.
Sound like he providing something else to Steph Curry.
And he's got great celebration.
What's the celebration? Never mind.
The baseboarding.
Speaking of shouting, man, what you speaking on this week, Josh? What you shouting about?
I'm going to be speaking about, man. We just talking about it, doggy. You don't want to hear this, but it's okay. Hey, nobody wants to see the Warriors in the first round, okay? Hey, Steph is a problem.
What's Steph say?
You don't want it's Jazz. I want Jazz. Boy.
You just want to piss CG off.
Ooh, I hope we get the Jazz. Ooh, I'm gonna be talking so much trash. I can't wait. So I honestly want to lose to the Lakers in the first round.
So you can secure that Jazz.
So I can secure, but then we gotta play in that second game, and I don't want to do all that. But I'm excited about my Warriors, man. Steph is playing obviously the best. Honestly, the whole team is playing the best that they played all season. Ever since that tweet I sent out where I threw them all in the trash, they've been playing way better.
Accurate. Josh, you know I told him I was gonna screenshot this tweet because Josh said throw the whole team away. They are garbage.
I lit a fire under that.
Right after that, Steph had to have seen it.
He
started going off 30, 40, 50 every night.
Ever since I sent that tweet, man. So they've been playing good basketball. You seen Andrew Wiggins just drop 40. It's not consistent.
I ain't gonna lie. I was at the crib. I said
it's not consistent. It's not consistent at all. He gonna have probably less than 15 this next game.
I done talked a lot of shit about Wiggins.
If we get 2 games where he can just give us 20.
Get 15, 20, man.
Utah in trouble, bro. Cause Steph and the thing I will say, this is gonna be my only point on Steph. I think this season has made him a way better player than what he has been. Cause he always was able to lean on Clay. He always was able to lean on.
He damn near had to do it double.
This season he learned how to score by getting quadruple team, triple team, double team, and always in the playoffs, they're going to they put on the stop Steph defense. And that's why Max Kellerman kind of has a point where in playoffs he kind of does. He's not Steph.
He drops
off.
It's
not this regular season Steph. Even though he still averages like 26 in the playoffs, it's not. We're not used to seeing him, struggle to score 26. It's easy 26.
That's facts.
So this season he's learned how to score. While getting triple team, while getting double team, in the playoff kind of defense, because he's getting double teamed every night.
You see the Suns quadruple team this man?
And he still hit him with the game winner. So I'm excited about that. I think we're gonna see a different playoff Steph this year. Shout out to Clay maybe getting hurt. So we can get Steph a little bit better. So I'm excited, man.
I'll give you that, man.
I'm excited.
You're going to be happy to hear what mine is about, man.
What's it about?
You know what I'm shouting about, man? I'm going to shout about 2 super underappreciated point guards that I think this year made people say, you know what, let me just shut the hell up and enjoy it.
Chris Paul?
Steph Curry.
And Chris Paul. Russ?
Chris Paul gets his praise every year.
Okay, Russ. Okay.
Steph Curry and Russ. Because I think to start this year, right, they were both getting slandered. Steph, we're going to expose him this year. He doesn't have a team. They're going to be so sorry. He's not going to do anything. The team's going to be a bottom feeder, right? Steph showed, I'm finna backpack this. I may not be LeBron. I'm not going to get them to a first seed, but I'm not finna have us going outside. And Steph shut a lot of people the hell up. Even people like he's great, and people would still slander him. The difference between the two is that Steph got 3 rings, so he has a little less reason to be talked bad about. But people still wanted to see his downfall. They still wanted to hate on him, still wanted to see it go outside. Steph wasn't going out like that 30, 40, 50 every night. I'm finna show y'all what I'm really about. I ain't got Clay out here.
Turn that switch on, man.
I ain't got all these screens out here.
I sent that tweet.
He said, all right, bet I'm finna cook. I'm cooking. And he's done some nasty things this year. He did that over the head, like with the left against the Celtics.
Oh, man.
And won.
He's done some Staffordless
plays. And I love to hate on Steph Curry as much as the next man, but I always say he's good. You know what I'm saying? So I love to see him make some people shut the hell up. On the East side, I love that people are finally starting to say, you know what? Maybe not everybody can get a ring. Circumstances happen, right? But I'll be damned if I don't admit that this brother is cold. You out here getting
I think the
30, 20, 15.
It's the 20 assists for me. It's like,
bro.
Okay, he like that.
And this is a player that people was talking about, he's a ball hog. Then when he was averaging 10, he's stat padding. Okay, well, now what about 11? Well, okay, now I'm getting 15, 20 assists in games.
He like that.
Well, 10 rebounds, he's stat padding. Okay, but he getting 16, 20, and your center is getting 7. Okay? Come on now.
That's just energy.
Come on now.
That's just hustle.
That's I'm getting 16 boards along with 35 points and 12 assists and 2 steals.
A lot of bigs could get that board. They just don't hustle.
And my boy has been shooting extremely well this year.
Has he been?
I'm talking about like he'll in the game shooting.
He still don't know what to do when
shooting 4 of 6 or 4 of 7 from 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's shooting 40 to 60%, just normal stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's had some great shot selection this year. This team is horrible. We said that to start. We said they might not make it.
Carried them to the 8.
And he has pulled them in. Because realistically, Brad didn't do much different than he already did. He led the league in scoring last year. Mm-hmm. So you can't deny that Russ took that team to a next step. So I like that this year a lot of slander from both of those players went away. A lot of people were willing to say, you know what? At least for this season, I'm going to just acknowledge how cold they are. I'm going to give them their flowers. I'm going to give them their respect. Regardless of what happens this season, as soon as the season's over, they're going to get talked bad about again. You know it. As soon as Russ and them lose in the first round, or Steph and them get bounced out, you know people are going to be waiting to hit send tweet and talk bad about them again. But I loved it for the moment. The last 2-3 months, people would say, you know what? Y'all boys cold. I love to see it, man.
Yeah, man. So we excited about these play-in games. Excited about the playoffs.
How's it feel to be on the outside looking in for both of us? That's tough.
We talked about the playoffs a little bit, but I'm excited about the playoffs this year.
We're going to see how the play-in, and then we can really look at it.
We're going to see how the East pans out. The East, I think, is going to be a lot more exciting for the first time in a while. So we'll see.
We'll talk to y'all next week, man. Play-in coming. We talk about them Las Vegas Aces next week, man.
We talked about them last time. We talked about...
No, we did. Yeah, we did. How did we do Vegas before Los Angeles?
Because Aces comes before... No,
right. You tripping. I'm tripping. You're right. I'm thinking the city. Remember we had this discussion?
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
Shit.
Los
You're right.
Angeles.
Hey, listen, it's time to go, man. I'm drunk. Thank y'all for coming through. We'll see y'all next